Yeah, you log mommy out. Come on, people. Chat with me.
I'll be working Saturday.
What?
I'll be working
When you work next?
tomorrow.
You do work tomorrow?
Yep.
What's up, folks? I'm bummed out, man. Old age got hurt on the bus today. It's just accidents happen, and called her. She called me up, and I talked to her. What's up?
Me and Richard.
Yeah, you don't mind, Byron? That would be great, buddy. You don't have to, but
Nice and cold too.
yeah, I mean, if you don't mind, that would just be totally awesome. But yeah, and it makes me want my whole crew back, man. I thought I was over that, man. I was digging it. I mean, and I am better than I was, of course, but I mean, I just, and folks, just so you know, it ain't my job. It's me, man. It ain't my job. The job ain't bad, I pretty cool parents on here, but some of these kids are just allowed to do so much crap. I can't compete with that. It's just hard for me. I'm just not used to that. I mean, if I'd have pulled the crap at I can't give you the names, and if you think it's your kid and you're on my Facebook page and your kid's riding my bus, I won't tell you. I mean, I won't. I'm not gonna, get after a parent, but if I can tell you this, some of the crap that's happened within the last couple of weeks, and I pulled that crap, I'd best be on that bus. I'd best be going to school. I'd best be, be on the up and up, man. And where are the people that I hate it because I can't say names. I can't, I can't tell you the experience exactly, but I can just tell you this. I'm blown away. I'm completely blown away, and it just makes me miss my crew. It really does. And just so you know, I'm building relationships with these kids. I mean, there's a hand thing that I do with one, and I get hugs and and everything, and so it's not that everything about everything is terrible in it, because it ain't. 100% it ain't terrible, but I just can't get over it, man. I try hard. I promise I do. I work with oh my God, some really cool people, and I just, and so it ain't them, It's not bad. It ain't that. It's just me. I'm almost to the point of to be quite honest with you, giving up on everything and just surrendering my CDL completely, and just not and just being a bum. So a bug just flew into my here. I hate those stink bug things. Where do they come from? They drive me crazy, buddy. I tell you what, if I see where you landed, you're not gonna like me. But anyway, just don't know what to do. So I do a route. I can tell you about that a little bit. I take a vocational school. Um, I did vocational school at Madison too for a year and a little bit. It's I don't remember how long, but I think it was for a year anyway. If not a whole year, the better part of a year, or something like that. It was a pretty good experience. I got to liking them kids, and so I enjoy the vocational route. It's kind of boring. I mean, when the aide, I got a bus aide that rides with me, a matron, and yeah, it's a moth. Okay. He just tried to get my face again. It's a moth. Why? Can you just let me be for a little bit? Anyway, so that's fun. I mean, I can't go out to eat every day as much as I'd like to, but now if I could go out, if I could just eat up there and don't eat anything else for the rest of the day, then that would actually be cheaper for the family, if I was going to be eating there, not to eat here, but anyway, I enjoy going out. I connect with my aide. She's a pretty good lady, and she talks my ears off. She nags at me when I need to be nagged at. It's kind of nice. I admit that I really enjoy. I mean, I just really enjoy driving a bus. I just I ain't gonna lie, man. Okay, and I'm going to say something, and I want you to get the wrong idea. I'm driving for the wrong place. Not because there's no comparing the two. Okay, I'm not going to do that because there's some pros at each place that are cons in the other place. I mean, it just, you can't have a perfect job. So. The bus driving is perfect. I like being a bus driver. Just miss my old crew. Just wanted somebody to chat with. Nobody ever chats. And the only thing is, maybe I could pull up my Facebook page too. Because I put this link, I'll show you. Maybe you can see it right here. So I got this link that comes up when I do a stream using the YouTube chat that I can interact with people with. And then I guess that Facebook would be playing, because I got it running on my Facebook. Hey, look at my picture. So, just so you know, that smile there, that salsa come from a parent from my Rikers Ridge crew. And if I'm not mistaken, that was my second jar. I got a jar, then I think I got a medium jar. And let me tell you, lady can do some cooking, man. It was nice. She's cooked me breakfast before, man. I mean, how could you not miss that? And I didn't get that all the time. It's not like, it was an everyday occurrence, but just, they were just all involved, I mean, you know, and not that these parents are just, you know, don't care, and I don't mean that at all, but you know, it's just different, you know, and I just can't get over it. I can't help it. But I think this link right here on my Facebook page, if you guys go to my Facebook page, you click this and it takes you, let's actually see where it's going to take us. Pretty sure it takes me to, it takes you to this. Oh, it takes you to my YouTube channel where you can pull up, you know, is that what it does? Okay, it pulls up my last video. But you can go to my go to here, and you know you view you can view the channel. Then you can see the chat I'm on, and if you pull this up, let's see. Is that what it does? And here you can do, you know, it pulls up my last video. Right over here, you could go to my chat right here over the side. See my mouse here? You guys can talk to me there. You can view the channel. Then get rid of that because I'll have some backflow. But you guys can talk to me there, and I could go, hello. But, yeah. So, yeah, I'm on Debian. Let me pull my terminal up here. I don't know why the Neopatch ain't starting up automatically. Let's hunt the problem together. You should go to your bash RC. Open it with LeapPad, my favorite editor. It's not coming up because put it here, save it, exit out. Now, I pull up the terminal. As you can see, it all comes up automatically now. So, yeah, that's how that works. So that's just my rig here, running on Debian. So far, it runs better than Windows. I mean, hands down. I mean, there's just no question. I could install Debian. I'm thinking that, let's say I crash this, I delete half my programs. I bet that I could install, I would almost venture out to say that I could do a restore of Debian from scratch faster than I could do a system restore in Windows. It would be close. But it takes forever to do a restore in you know, Windows, and Debian, it's like almost instant. If you use ButterFS and a program called TimeShift, it's almost instantaneous. I mean, it works so good. I'm telling you how this program works. It's way better than Microsoft, you know, because it's like instant. I could pull up, I could put I could put Linux on a USB stick. Okay, I could go to where, like, I'm going to install, and I'm pretty sure I can install my backup TimeShift in that environment. That's pretty cool. I mean, it works that good. I mean, I'm dead serious, it works that good. It's really great. But better than Windows. There's just no question. Iced coffee for the win. I can't sleep. I want to chat. I'm going to chat with. Should I call in tomorrow and just turn in my driver's license? I worked for the government for a while. I worked since I was 14, with all but maybe 6 months of my life since I was 14 and a half when I got my first job. I think I've worked, so maybe it's time I can soak up some of that work. Just be a bum. Just be a bum. This stress-free. Because I wouldn't care. I mean, I can't be a bus driver. I really, I wouldn't care. I really wouldn't. I can't. God, I just can't. I don't know what else I would do. There's nothing else I've enjoyed like this, with the exception of restaurant work. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. See what doors open. All we can do. See what doors open. Drag this back. Now what happened? There we go. So that's my screen. Now I can see my screen, man. I love it. It's on one monitor right now. That's why you can see the whole thing, but it's spanned over 2 monitors. Yep. Yep. What to do. So it runs pretty good, as you can see. Debian runs, the games. Fans running at a reasonable rate, temperatures down, and you probably couldn't hear it, but when I was playing the game, it ran my fans faster, of course, to help maintain a acceptable temperature on my CPU. So I didn't burn anything up. It runs max FPS and Debian, and I couldn't accomplish that. I think I was 10 or 15 off before in Windows, and that's running Windows native programs like the Raiden software that you get from AMD.com. I running the exact drivers. I was getting less quality, and I could run, and that was running also at, like, in the game you get 10 levels of quality of your graphics. So I would always run it on 5, so my resources weren't screwed. But now I run it at ultra high. Things look more real, like grass, it's just, it's cosmetic things, that it just, you can see things like, things that you're supposed to get sparkle. I mean, it just, changes things. So, but it just worked out so much better. This does. So, yeah. It's a learning curve. I mean, I understand the whole Linux, the ease of Windows, but what's wrong with working just a little bit for your freedom? Your freedom really isn't free. There's someone out there busting their butt off just so you could disagree with me, or someone else, just so you have the rights to your own opinions and stuff like that, So why not give it a shot? I mean, the transition from Windows to Linux was just easy. And I didn't realize it at first, so when I first, back when Lindows, and that's Lindows is coming back. I mean, let me show you some stuff, man. So I'm going to show you a ISO that I leached, that I got. Let's see, operating systems, and you come here to this. It says Lindows, Debian. It's a Debian base. And it's got like the theming sort of like, it's like Windows, of course. So, I mean, coming from Windows to Linux is just so much easier nowadays. It's come a long way since the early 90s, late 80s, so a long ways. But I got Windows. I'm pretty sure my brother gave me a copy of Windows back when I lived on Washington Street in Madison, Indiana, when we had our computer business going. Pretty sure I found a copy of Windows. So I don't know where I put it, but it almost makes me want to throw it in there and see what it see what it does. Yeah, man, I installed Windows on I may have put it. Actually, Windows might be running on my laptop. I'm not real sure. I just went to check it out, see if it was worth a crap. It's not too bad. It really ain't. And I think the only reason why I haven't messed with it is because the people who put it out, they have this AI. They're designing this AI, artificial intelligence is what AI stands for, by the way, and something that help run their system. Like if you download Makulu Shift, it has like a AI built into the operating system that maybe it might be like Cortina or something, whatever that Windows-based thing is. But so it's probably way better than the one that Microsoft is, to be quite honest. So, and I'm not really a big fan of AI. I've seen too many Terminator movies to enjoy the AI, so yeah, it's 10:46. Maybe I should funnel a couple of beers and hit the bed. Maybe that'll help me. Actually, I think I only got one in the house. I'd have to funnel. I don't have cans. Well, I might have cans. My wife works in a motel. A lot of people leave stuff because they don't want to haul it off, I guess. I don't. So every once in a while she gets these off brands of beer. So and we're not heavy drinkers here, so they last forever. So we probably got I don't know. We're not heavy drinkers at all. Lasts forever. I mean, I could get an 18 pack that lasts a long time. I mean, long time. But anyway, trying to make things work, folks. I'm really that. I mean, it's really that close to giving up, you know, and it's hard. I had a lot of shame on me for a long time, um, and there's no shame in God, but I mean, I haven't always been that good of a Christian man, so when you get rid of that shame, when you're able to forgive yourself, you know, and others, and you're overcome, and when you bring more shame on, and I'm not, you know, I'm not talking about, you know, starting jobs, you know how you leave a job and everything, and when a person, a woman or a man, feels like they've abandoned their friends and their family, it's just natural to feel shame, and I can't help it. Leaving them kids behind, it just feels like I've left family behind, you know, and it just, you know, I might be making a new. I mean, the parents that come to the bus, put their kids on the bus, are awesome, every one of them, you know, and I can see parents looking out the windows, making sure their kids get on the bus, you know, it's, and some parents are standing out there. I mean, they're just one. I mean, and I'm not comparing. I'm not saying they're better than anybody else. So don't go thinking crap and feeling sorry, you know. But I don't mean it in a negative way. But there's this one. I have to give, you know, props to them. I mean, both the mom and the dad watch their. They got a elementary student and a high school student that get on the bus, and they're there every morning without fail. Now the dad isn't in there at the bus stop in the afternoon because he's probably working. I'm pretty sure they own their own business, but they're there without fail, you know. And if it's cold or it's rainy out, they got their car on, you know, and their kids are in the car, so they don't have to stand out in the weather. So that's pretty freaking awesome. So that's the things I dealt with. Those are the kind of things that I miss from my old crew, you know, because that's how they all were. You know, sometimes, you know, I'd be getting kids out of their vehicle. You know, they didn't even have to stand out there when it was felt good out, you know, and it just, you know, it's just awesome. But there was always, everyone was always involved, you know. And the kids they were just. I'm not saying those kids are better or anything like that. I don't mean this. I don't mean any of this in a bad. It's me. It's not them. It's not your kids. If you go to Southwestern, it's just me. You know, and you feel the same way. I mean, if you know, if you didn't see your kids, so you would feel, you know, you miss them. It's only natural to we want to go back, and I can't help it. And I just wanted to clarify, you know, it ain't that this job is bad. It ain't that I'm working for bad people, because I am not. Like I said, you know, there's pros and cons. Some things that may be pros here were cons there in Madison, and some things that were cons at Madison are pros here. I mean, it's just, you know, it'd be awesome. It was a combination. I even told my new director that if I could have half of him and half of my old boss as a director, there would be none better. I mean, that might make some people angry, and that's okay. I'm not going to lie I'm not going to lie about my feelings, you know, and I just can't. I'm not going to go back to my old self at all. And some of the things, I mean, you always remember your past, but I mean, I try hard to forget. It wouldn't be so hard on me if I could just forget things, let things go, but I just can't, and, I'm still boisterous. I still have a voice. If things are off, I'm still going to I talk to my boss about things that I disagree with, and he considers things, and so, um, so, I don't know. I've seen pictures. My old crew. There's I'm pretty sure there were 3 or 4, for sure 3 students that I hauled on my bus. Um, and I didn't put their names on. I don't believe because unless someone who makes the post puts names, I wouldn't say. I try not to. Because you're not supposed to. Well, you're not supposed to take pictures. That's one thing I don't quite understand. Like the schools would absolutely lose their mind if a bus driver was to post a picture of their bus. I posted a picture once. It wasn't even of a student. Okay, it was trash. I was asking for advice from other people about how to handle the trash, incident and everything. So I did a video, and people just lost their mind. I could not believe it. But I mean, all that stuff in the past, none of it, not a thing of it bothers me no more. The only thing in the past that bothers me are my own actions. And I'm not talking like, I didn't do anything. I mean, I didn't physically do anything bad, but you should never quit without a proper notice. You just shouldn't. You were thinking completely, totally about yourself. And I wasn't really thinking about myself. I was, a lot of people were on my case. I had some people on my case, so it wasn't like, hey, I'm going to do this because you guys are crap, nothing like that, I actually had to make things up. Not everything was made up, but I mean, I had to make things up just to leave. So I had to completely take myself out of the equation to leave. I never would have been able to do it. I just loved it. Just stayed. I shouldn't have been led to leave. I shouldn't have let myself be led, I just feel shame for it. I feel sorry for myself. I'm sorry that I did that, but I mean, I'm not asking for anybody to feel sorry for, or anything like that, But I take my job back. 100%. Oh yeah. It would be awesome to get that route back. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. I get to try to sleep. It's 5 minutes till 11. I actually try to be in bed by midnight. That gives me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 hours of sleep. Because my wife, she has to leave earlier than me, so, and she's not really that stealthy. It's hard to go back to bed after my wife graces my presence in the morning, shaking the bed, talking like, you're in an auditorium. So, I love her though. Wouldn't trade her. Not even for Reba. Not even for Reba. That's saying something. So, there we are, It's just run Linux. Just run Linux. Well, I'm gonna get off here, folks, and take some NyQuil and or maybe down some alcoholic beverages real quick to catch some sleep. Get up, do my pre-trip on my bus, and make sure it's good to go. Maybe I'll surf Facebook for just a few minutes, check my emails again, and then try to do that. I love you guys. God bless. Okay.